Jeremy Corbell, everyone knows him, you've seen him on television, investigative filmmaker. Take us out there to outer space.
All right. Hey everybody, my name is Jeremy Corbell. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited that you are here. Welcome to the fourth dimension. The Mojave Desert, Joshua Tree in particular, it's a wild place. I moved out here from LA as a filmmaker 2 years ago, kicking and screaming, not wanting to be in the middle of nowhere, because I didn't know the difference between the middle of nowhere and the edge of nowhere. But living out here, I've come to learn that this is a very special place. So first, I just want to welcome you to, this is my home, this is where I live, and Contact in the Desert is such a cool experience. They say the Woodstock of UFOs, that's what it looks like from here. So, thanks for being here, you guys. There's going to be so many incredible opportunities to learn something here. And I'm talking about for me too. I learn more from you than I can ever tell you with my film investigations. You're here because you are curious. You had an experience, you got some reason to be curious. And that is powerful. So usually my job is to weaponize your curiosity, as I like to say. But you are radicalized and weaponized. You're ready to absorb information and share with us. We learn from you. So just want to say thank you for being here. 2 things you can't miss in the desert while being at Contact. Some of you might not know about Pioneer Town, California. My claim to fame is seeing Sir Paul McCartney play a private show at Pappy and Harriet's. So definitely go check out Pappy and Harriet's, and the other mystery of the desert is called La Copine, place to eat breakfast. You do that, you're going to have UFOs, great food, and some cool music. So I hope you have that. Now, about my work, I am a filmmaker, I guess an investigatory filmmaker, which means I try to call bullshit a lot, but a lot of times I simply can't. And that's the fascinating part. My mentor in journalism is George Knapp. He's helped kind of guide me away from the paths of things that, are kind of a waste of time, but towards the things that are highly valuable. So my introduction to this field was deep down the rabbit hole with the godfather of conspiracy, John Lear. I've been filming a film on him for 6 years, which is quite a task because he would barely talk to me when I first started filming him. Just stare at me through the barrel of his cigar like he hated me. He might have had good reason at the time. That's kind of how I started, and that is, let me tell you, that's a gateway drug to ufology, John Lear. I mean, he's got a theory about everything. But from there, I was able to interview and get some very unique interviews with people who just normally wouldn't talk about it because the UFO thing has just terrorized their life. It's done nothing for them. I'm talking specifically about Bob Lazar. I was curious like anybody about Bob Lazar. It's extraordinary claims. Is any of it provable? George Knapp did a smack-on job, at least showing the things that we do know about Bob, the things we can prove about Bob. Now, a lot of it's not even public, but I'll just tell you, you'll see in my presentation footage you've never seen before. You make your own judgment. That's what I try to do with my film work. I try to show you something new. I don't want to repeat stuff. I don't want to say stuff that other people have just said. I'm looking for evidence, looking for proof, and that is an uphill battle. But I also want to say, you have a unique experience this year at Contact in the Desert. Jacques Vallée is in the house. Now maybe some of you know, but that is a unique opportunity. Here's a gentleman who's worked in both private and in government capacity studying the UFO phenomenon from a scientific approach, does not speak publicly a lot about it, and you have an opportunity to see him. I would hit that because there is a big signal to noise problem in the world, but also in this field, and it's up to you to use your rational thoughts and your common sense, because there are profound experiences we can't explain. But it's up to you to try to seek those answers. And that is a voice, albeit a whisper, that I would listen to. So in my presentation, which will be Sunday, 11 a.m., right here, a lot of it's going to be film footage. I'm going to make a few big announcements of stuff I've been working on for years, haven't been able to talk about, can show you footage now from those things. And I'll be going through a bunch of cases from Bob Lazar to Skinwalker Ranch to clips from Citizen Hearing. Mike Gravel is here, Senator Mike Corbell. The first time he engaged this topic was when my business partner, Ruben Langdon, produced and put on the Citizen Hearing. Pulled him in, and I watched Senator Mike Corbell's mind change on the subject after listening to a week of testimony. So I am so stoked that he's talking out and he's here to talk with you. So within all of the scope of films that I'll be showing you and clips from those films, everything I have is available at extraordinarybeliefs.com. There will be films that will be out very soon for mass consumption. You can turn on your TV and watch them. I'm real excited to talk about that. But the main thing is I'm talking about UFOs, A Clockwork Orange. It's a nod to Anthony Burgess's book and the little Kubrick film by the same name. And the basic concept is the appearance of something that looks organic and natural may in fact be artificial in nature, almost like an artificial intelligence engaging humanity and displaying itself as a phenomenon in forms that we can understand, recognize, and learn from, kind of like that learn and control system thing. So look, it's a theory, but what I do have to present is hardcore physical data. I'm not taking a stance on it. When he was mentioning before alien implants, I just happened to make a film on Dr. Roger Lear. He happened to pass away in the middle of making that film, and it was patient 17, his last implant. So I always say alleged alien implant removal. I have no idea. I'm just reporting the news. But I did film it. We got anomalous results from one test. More need to be done. And I'm not a scientist, I'm a filmmaker, but damn, it's exciting and it's so fun to do. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you on Sunday at 11 a.m. I hope to see you here. Don't miss Jacques Vallée, and just thank you so much for having me. Contact in the Desert is the coolest UFO conference, the UFO Woodstock, baby. So thanks for having me, and I'll see you around.